Are you done with update 5? I mean, have you done every boss? Have you done every single thing there is to do? Have you gotten your observation haki V2 already? I mean, if you've done all of those things and you're done, my question to you, did you enjoy it? Do you feel like it was like enough, like for the update as a whole? Was it enough content for waiting like 8 months, or do you feel like it was too little, like they didn't give you enough, or they could have given you more compared to other updates? Because I feel that way. I feel like they could have given us a lot more, especially because we waited almost 8 months and update 5 was like a very small update. I mean, compared to other updates where we got like maybe 3 islands, 4 islands sometimes. I mean, it was so little. We got one real island and another like mini island which has nothing on it. So basically one real island in this update. So it's like, it's kind of weak. The reason I believe this update was so weak was because it was going free, so they didn't have to put in as much effort. Not only that, it's also that as a whole, I mean, update 5 was, they didn't need to do much, you know. Since the game was going free and since they've only were working for like 2 months out of all the 8 months, for some reason they thought, you know, we can just release it. Even if it worked like the last month, like just the last weeks, the last months, we'd be able to release enough content for the entire update. They've sneak peeked a lot of stuff, which I believe will come later though. That's why I don't think this update is finished. As much as I wanna shit on the update and say that it's trash, we may have stuff in the coming that is like the sneak peeks, the Thriller Bark dungeon, so don't lose your hope. Do not lose your hope. We have so much, I believe, to come to this update over like the next patches. We have clothes, bleach clothing. We have a bunch of hairs they still haven't released. We have a bunch of stuff they've made but it hasn't been released yet. I mean, Cyborg was something that was promised like update 4.5, right? And they still haven't published it. I don't know why they haven't published it. Like they've been sneaking it. They were saying it's gonna come out 4.5, now it's update 5, they haven't made it, and now what's the news, you know? They're talking about a battle royale mode. So they promised a lot of stuff. And I wanna be hopeful, I don't say that, you know, they might come soon, but I can't say that because, I mean, if you promise something from like an update ago, update 4.5, that was like 8 months ago, and it still hasn't came out. And by the way, it was probably going to come out update 3, but they pushed it up to update 4.5. It was like more, probably like 1 year or more than that, like 1 year and a couple of months. I mean, if you've been working on a race for almost a year and a couple of months, by that time, come on, you know, it should be finished. There's no way a race like a Cyborg could take a year to work on, unless you're just holding it back for some reason. I don't know why they're holding it back. Maybe they're holding back for the proper update, like maybe it's not Thriller Bark ready, maybe it's ready for Enis Lobby, like when they add the Enis Lobby island, then they're gonna release, maybe update 6 they're gonna release the Cyborg. But then why did you promise it update 4.5 or update 3? Yes, I'm not sure. Regardless, they have promised a lot of stuff that's gonna come out, so I believe, keep your hope, we might get more content. If you have lost all hope and was like, oh, this update was absolute trash, it was so trash that I've finished it in a couple of days, like, I understand you, but if they release a dungeon, this update hasn't gone up to me. Like, if they release a Thriller Bark dungeon right now, which is similar to Cupid's dungeon, this update, I won't complain about it. I'll stop 100%, I'll say that this update was worth it. But they should have released it in the release, like, of update 5, not release it like after, like, a couple of months or a couple of weeks after the actual release. For whatever reason, maybe since they did it like the last minute, maybe they were working on the update in the last minute, so maybe that meant that, you know, maybe they couldn't make the Thriller Bark dungeon in enough time, and so currently they're probably working on it. Maybe. And we got a sneak peek of something that looks like a castle that is, I don't know, it looks like to be similar to a theme of the update 5, so hopefully that is the actual Thriller Bark dungeon that we get, and hopefully it is like the Cupid's dungeon, because I am not doing regular dungeons again. I hate them so much. The Cupid's dungeon was so much better. Holy, they're so much better. Regardless, that's all I wanted to say. peace out. Check the video I made yesterday, and peace.